Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, everyone. Entertainment company. How are y'all doing? How is everyone doing today? Sorry about last week. I literally slept throughout the whole Friday, so that was I missed last week simply for sleeping. Which is not healthy. It was just because I was sick, but I'm good now. I've been good, alhamdulillah. So we're coming back. We're back. Oh, look, there's some older stuff. Since we've been doing this for a while, starting with Al-Kahf, let's start with Al-Kahf again. After we do Al-Kahf, we'll maybe talk about other things. Quran stories, maybe, who knows. Let's do Al-Kahf right now. Wait. Maybe I should put the echo on. I don't know. Would the echo be good? I need to do a sound test. Haven't done this in a while with the new mic. Echo. Alright. Is this good or is this bad? Should I take it off? Anyone in the chat, if there is anyone, please tell me. Is this Guten Morgen? Or not Guten Morgen? Hello? Hello? I am under the water? Hello? Alright, fine. I'll do my own sound test. I don't need you guys anyways. Up in my own stream on my phone and listen and listen and listen. Up in my own stream on my phone and listen and listen. Alright, that was cringe, but at least I know it's good. Alright. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا ماكثين فيه أبدا وينذر الذين قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا ما لهم به من علم ولا لآبائهم كبرت كلمة تخرج من أفواههم إن يقولون إلا كذبا فلعلك باخع نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا إنا جعلنا ما على الأرض زينة لها لنبلوهم أيهم أحسن عملا وإنا لجاعلون ما عليها صعيدا جرزا أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا إذا ألفتت إلى الكهف فقالوا ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا فضربنا على آذانهم في الكهف سنين عددا ثم بعثناهم لنعلم أي الحزبين أحصى لما لبثوا أمدا نحن نقص عليك نبأهم بالحق إنهم فتية آمنوا بربهم وزدناهم هدى وربطنا على قلوبهم إذ قاموا فقالوا ربنا رب السماوات والأرض لن ندعو من دونه إلها لقد قلنا إذا شططا هؤلاء قوم اتخذوا من دونه آلهة لولا يأتون عليهم بسلطان بين فمن الله ممن افترى على الله كذبا وإذا اعتزلتموهم وما يعبدون إلا الله فأووا إلى الكهف ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته ويهيئ لكم من أمركم مرفقا وترى الشمس إذا طلعت تزاور عن كهف ذات اليمين وإذا غربت تقرضهم ذات الشمال وهم في فجوة منه ذلك من آيات الله من يهد الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلا تجد له وليا مرشدا وتحسبهم أيقاظا وهم رقود ونقلبهم ذات اليمين وذات الشمال وكلبهم باسط ذراعيه بالوصيد لو اطلعت عليهم لوليت منهم فرارا ولملئت منهم رعبا وكذلك بعثناهم ليتساءلوا بينهم قال قائل منهم كم لبثتم قالوا لبثنا يوما أو بعض يوم قالوا ربكم أعلم بما لبثتم فبعثوا أحدكم بورقكم هذه إلى المدينة فلينظر أيها أزكى طعاما فليأتكم برزق منه وليتلطف ولا يشعرن بكم أحدا إنهم يظهروا عليكم يرجموكم ويعيدكم في ملتهم ولن تفلحوا إذا أبدا وكذلك أعثرنا عليهم ليعلموا أن وعد الله حق وأن الساعة لا ريب فيها إذ يتنازعون بينهم أمرهم فقالوا بنوا عليهم بنيان ربهم أعلم بهم قال الذين غلبوا على أمرهم لنتخذن عليهم مسجدا سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة سادسهم كلبهم رجما بالغيب ويقولون سبعة وثامنهم كلبهم قل ربي أعلم بعدتهم ما يعلمهم إلا قليل فلا تمار فيهم إلا مراء ظاهرا ولا تستفت فيهم منهم أحدا ولا تقولن لشيء إني فاعل ذلك غدا إلا أن يشاء الله واذكر ربك إذا نسيت وقل عسى أن يهديني ربي لأقرب من هذا رشدا ولبثوا في كهفهم 300 سنين وازدادوا 9 قل الله أعلم بما لبثوا له غيب السماوات والأرض أبصر به وأسمع ما لهم من دونه من ولي ولا يشرك في حكمه أحدا. One second. Sorry about that. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. واتل ما أوحي إليك من كتاب ربك لا مبدل لكلماته ولن تجد من دونه ملتحدا واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا ولا تطع من أغفلنا قلبه عن ذكرنا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا وقل الحق من ربكم فمن شاء فليؤمن ومن شاء فليكفر إنا أعتدنا للظالمين نارا أحاط بهم سرادقها وإن يستغيثوا يغاثوا بماء كالمهل يشوي الوجوه بئس الشراب وساءت مرتفقا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات إنا لا نضيع أجر من أحسن عملا أولئك لهم جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار يحلون فيها من أساور من ذهب ويلبسون ثيابا خضرا من سندس واستبرق متكئين فيها على الأرائك نعم الثواب وحسنت مرتفقا واضرب لهم مثلا الرجلين جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب وحففناهما بنخل وجعلنا بينهما زرعا كلتا الجنتين آتت أكلها ولم تظلم منه شيئا وفجرنا خلالهما نهرا وكان له ثمر فقال لصاحبه وهو يحاوره أنا أكثر منك مالا وأعز نفرا ودخل جنته وهو ظالم لنفسه قال ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا وما أظن الساعة قائمة ولئن رددت إلى ربي لأجدن خيرا منها منقلبا قال له صاحبه وهو يحاوره أكفرت بالذي خلقك من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم سواك رجلا لكن هو الله ربي ولا أشرك بربي أحدا ولولا إذ دخلت جنتك قلت ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله إن ترني أنا أقل منك مالا وولدا فعسى ربي أن يؤتيني خيرا من جنتك ويرسل عليها حسبانا من السماء فتصبح صعيدا زلقا أو يصبح ماؤها غورا فلن تستطيع له طلبا وأحيط بثمره فأصبح يقلب كفيه على ما أنفق فيها وهي خاوية على عروشها ويقول يا ليتني لم أشرك بربي أحدا ولم تكن له فئة ينصرونه من دون الله وما كان منتصرا هنالك الولاية لله الحق هو خير ثوابا وخير عقبا واضرب لهم مثل الحياة الدنيا كماء إن أنزلناه من السماء فاختلط به نبات الأرض فأصبح هشيما تذروه الرياح وكان الله على كل شيء مقتدرا المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا ويوم نسير الجبال وترى الأرض بارزة وحشرناهم فلم نغادر منهم أحدا وعرضوا على ربك صفا لقد جئتمونا كما خلقناكم أول مرة بل زعمتم أن لن نجعل لكم موعدا ووضع الكتاب فترى المجرمين مشفقين مما فيه ويقولون يا ويلتنا ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا. وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس كان من الجن ففسق عن أمر ربه أفتتخذونه وذريته أولياء من دوني وهم لكم عدو بئس للظالمين بدلا. ما أشهدتهم خلق السماوات والأرض ولا خلق أنفسهم وما كنت متخذ المضلين عضدا. ويوم يقول نادوا شركائي الذين زعمتم فدعوهم فلم يستجيبوا لهم وجعلنا بينهم موبقا. ورأى المجرمون النار فظنوا أنهم مواقعوها ولم يجدوا عنها مصرفا. ولقد صرفنا في هذا القرآن للناس من كل مثل وكان الإنسان أكثر شيء جدلا. وما منع الناس أن يؤمنوا إذ جاءهم الهدى ويستغفروا ربهم إلا أن تأتيهم سنة الأولين أو يأتيهم العذاب قبلا. وما نرسل المرسلين إلا مبشرين ومنذرين ويجادل الذين كفروا بالباطل ليدحضوا به الحق واتخذوا آياتي وما أنذروا هزوا. ومن أظلم ممن ذكر بآيات ربه فأعرض عنها ونسي ما قدمت يداه إنا جعلنا على قلوبهم أكنة أن يفقهوه وفي آذانهم وقرا وإن تدعوهم إلى الهدى فلن يهتدوا إذا أبدا. وربك الغفور ذو الرحمة لو يؤاخذهم بما كسبوا لعجل لهم العذاب بل لهم موعد لن يجدوا من دونه موئلا. وتلك القرى أهلكناهم لما ظلموا وجعلنا لمهلكهم موعدا. وإذ قال موسى لفتاه لا أبرح حتى أبلغ مجمع البحرين أو أمضي حقبا فلما بلغا مجمع بينهما نسيا حوتهما فاتخذ سبيله في البحر سربا. فلما جاوزا قال لفتاه آتنا غداءنا لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا. قال أرأيت إذ أوينا إلى الصخرة فإني نسيت الحوت وما أنسانيه إلا الشيطان أن أذكره واتخذ سبيله في البحر عجبا. قال ذلك ما كنا نبغي فارتدا على آثارهما قصصا. فوجدا عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه رحمة من عندنا وعلمناه من لدنا علما. قال له موسى هل أتبعك على أن تعلمني مما علمت رشدا قال إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا وكيف تصبر على ما لم تحط به خبرا قال ستجدني إن شاء الله صابرا ولا أعصي لك أمرا. قال فإن اتبعتني فلا تسألني عن شيء حتى أحدث لك منه ذكرا. فانطلقا حتى إذا ركبا في السفينة خرقها قال أخرقتها لتغرق أهلها لقد جئت شيئا إمرا. قال ألم أقل إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا. قال لا تؤاخذني بما نسيت ولا ترهقني من أمري عسرا. فانطلقا حتى إذا لقيا غلاما فقتله قال أقتلت نفسا زكية بغير نفس لقد جئت شيئا نكرا. قال ألم أقل لك إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا. قال إن سألتك عن شيء بعدها فلا تصاحبني قد بلغت من لدني عذرا. فانطلقا حتى إذا أتيا أهل قرية استطعما أهلها فأبوا أن يضيفوهما فوجدا فيها جدارا يريد أن ينقض فأقامه قال لو شئت لاتخذت عليه أجرا. قال هذا فراق بيني وبينك سأنبئك بتأويل ما لم تسطع عليه صبرا. أما السفينة فكانت لمساكين يعملون في البحر فأردت أن أعيبها وكان وراءهم ملك يأخذ كل سفينة غصبا. وأما الغلام فكان أبواه مؤمنين فخشينا أن يرهقهما طغيانا وكفرا. فأردنا أن يبدلهما ربهما خيرا منه زكاة وأقرب رحما. وأما الجدار فكان لغلامين يتيمين في المدينة وكان تحته كنز لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا فأراد ربك أن يبلغا أشدهما ويستخرجا كنزهما رحمة من ربك وما فعلته عن أمري ذلك تأويل ما لم تسطع عليه صبرا. ويسألونك عن ذي القرنين قل سأتلو عليكم منه ذكرا. إنا مكنا له في الأرض وآتيناه من كل شيء سببا فأتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها تغرب في عين حمئة ووجد عندها قوما قلنا يا ذا القرنين إما أن تعذب وإما أن تتخذ فيهم حسنا. قال أما من ظلم فسوف نعذبه ثم يرد إلى ربه فيعذبه عذابا نكرا. وأما من آمن وعمل صالحا فله جزاء الحسنى وسنقول له من أمرنا يسرا. ثم أتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ حتى إذا بلغ مطلع الشمس وجدها تطلع على قوم لم نجعل لهم من دونها سترا كذلك وقد أحطنا بما لديه خبرا ثم أتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ بين السدين وجد من دونهما قوما لا يكادون يفقهون قولا قالوا يا ذا القرنين إن يأجوج ومأجوج مفسدون في الأرض فهل نجعل لك خرجا على أن تجعل بيننا وبينهم سدا قال ما مكني فيه ربي خير فأعينوني بقوة أجعل بينكم وبينهم ردما آتوني زبر الحديد حتى إذا ساوى بين الصدفين قال انفخوا حتى إذا جعله نارا قال آتوني أفرغ عليه قطرا فما استطاعوا أن يظهروه ما استطاعوا له نقبا قال هذا رحمة من ربي فإذا جاء وعد ربي جعله دكا وكان وعد ربي حقا وتركنا بعضهم يومئذ يموج في بعض ونفخ في الصور فجمعناهم جمعا وعرضنا جهنم يومئذ للكافرين عرضا الذين كانت أعينهم في غطاء عن ذكري وكانوا لا يستطيعون سمعا أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا أعتدنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فحبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفد البحر قبل أن تنفد كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا. Okay. Wait a second, go get some water. I need water. Also, this person who asked, "Are you sure this is that Surah Al-Kahf?" Are you still here? I'm sure you're not here, by the way, because usually trolls don't stick around. But if you're here, please say hi or something. I need to ask you a question. All right, where's the? Yep, as I said, the person's not here. Like, why would you ask a question like, "Are you sure that's Surat Al-Kahf?" The only reason you would ask a question like that is to say that I'm reading something else and that I'm confused and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and the situation that I can like justify asking a question like that is like, maybe I'm reading wrong and you're like, "Dude, are you sure this is Surah Al-Kahf?" Right? And then I'll be like, oh my bad, I think I read something wrong, right? My memorization is rusty or something like that. But if you ask, "Are you sure that surah is Al-Kahf?" and then don't, like, I don't get it, man. You're just trying to distract me. I don't know. Like, what kind of question is that? Like, do you even recognize what surah I'm reading to ask that question? I really hope, I really hope that your English is just bad and somehow you made your question sound so stupid and distracting and out of place. I hope it's just like a wrong English thing, right? Because if it's not, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Honestly, I hope it's a wrong English thing and he could be mistaken. If someone is genuinely mistaken, if they thought I was reading something else, then they would stick around for 2 seconds to realize, because he asked, "Are you sure?" Meaning that he is sure, meaning that he knows what Surah Al-Kahf is. So he would listen for a second and be like, "Wait, I think he is really reading Al-Kahf." Delete his comment and then be on his way. I don't know, go do whatever he was going to do, right? But he didn't delete his comment. I kept glancing over, waiting for it to get deleted. As I'm reading, I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna notice any second now that I am in fact reading Al-Kahf, right? I'm not 12, I know what I'm reading. And he didn't, threw the comment and left. But then again, that's what trolls do all the time. Nothing new here. Why do I bother, right? Anyways, since we haven't done one of these last week, I'll give you freedom to ask for any surah. Usually I say for some surahs that they're too long or that I've read them already, but you can ask for anything. Ask for any surah, chat. Ask and you shall receive. How come that Muhammad was called before Islam the honest and trustworthy by the people, but when Islam came, they said you are a liar? I mean, that's like one of the biggest contradictions that proves that these people were just blinded by their own, self-righteous, quote-unquote, religion that they were living in. I'll mention Furqan, sure. Furqan and Ar-Rahman. Let's do Al-Baqarah, then Al-Furqan, then Al-Rahman. But yeah, for your question, I'll talk more about it during Rahiq al-Makhtum Sira streams, but basically, it's like if you have that one friend and that friend of yours is, you always say he's my best friend, he's, I always liked him, blah, 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 and then he says your waifu is trash. And then immediately you hate him and you're like, oh, can't believe you said my waifu is trash. I never liked you anyways. That's exactly the same thing, right? They liked Prophet Muhammad even before Islam was a thing. They loved him. Everyone loved him. Everyone thought he was the best man in the whole city of Mecca. And once he brought Islam and said that their religion is not real and that they should stop what they're doing, everyone was like, oh, how dare you say that? You're a liar, right? That's what humans do all the time. If you touch something they like, they stop thinking normally. If they used their brain a bit, they would realize, wait, maybe he is right. I mean, he never lied. Why would he lie now, right? But yeah, that's to answer your question. Right, Al-Baqarah. That's a very specific part of Al-Baqarah as well. 72? I know, 67 and 71. Which one is this? Oh, these. All right, I know this one. The Moses story. All right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وإذ قال موسى لقومه إن الله يأمركم أن تذبحوا بقرة قالوا أتتخذنا هزوا قال أعوذ بالله أن أكون من الجاهلين قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا فارض ولا بكر عوان بين ذلك فافعلوا ما تؤمرون قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما لونها قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة صفراء فاقع لونها تسر الناظرين قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي إن البقرة شابه علينا وإنا إن شاء الله لمهتدون قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا ذلول تثير الأرض ولا تسقي الحرث مسلمة لا شية فيها قالوا الآن جئت بالحق فذبحوها وما كادوا يفعلون. It's actually a really nice story, and since it's very short, we can talk about it. Does anyone know what the story of these ayat specifically? I'm surprised someone asked for them, but no. I'll tell you exactly why the story is very important. The story, the importance isn't about what happened itself, it's why it happened. Okay? So let's first talk about the I'm just not a drink. Let me just bring up something to make this easier on myself. Where is the Okay, So, this is, in this, some people say Surah Al-Baqarah was named Al-Baqarah after this specific story that was mentioned in this surah, okay? Of course, this story is very important. I personally love it because it teaches you a lot of things that you should avoid, right? Love your hat? Thank you. Someone gave it to me. I forgot who though. I think it was Lumin. But anyways, so the story begins with something very simple, very, very, very simple. And remember that I said finding murder? No. Finding murder is the one after it. The story after it is about finding the murderer. This one is very different. Listen. So this story begins with something very, very simple, okay? It's so simple, in fact, that the simplicity of the first thing I'm going to tell you now is the whole idea and the whole lesson that you need to learn, okay? So focus. وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ أَن تَذْبَحُوا بَقَرَةً, which translates, when Moses, Musa, Prophet Musa, said to his people, okay, what did he say? Allah commands you to slaughter a cow. Period. That's it. Focus. He literally just said, Allah commands you to slaughter a cow. And that's it. He said nothing more. If they slaughtered a cow right now, the story would have ended. But they didn't. They did something all humans do. Specifically, they did the best. That's why people always refer to this story when talking about it. They said, are you making fun of us? They doubted. First, doubt. Very, very, very common thing in humans to doubt, right? They doubted. They said, are you making fun of us? قَالُوا أَتَتَّخِذُنَا هُزُوًا. Yes, this is Al-Baqarah, okay? So, they asked Moses, are you joking? Are you making fun of us? What do you mean slaughter a cow, right? They doubted. Even though their prophet, they know he's a prophet, right? They know for a fact he's a prophet. They followed him this whole time. He saved them from the Pharaoh. Like, he performed miracles in front of them. And they still have the audacity to doubt. And they doubted. They said, are you making fun of us? Right? So he replied, قَالَ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ أَنْ أَكُونَ مِنَ الْجَاهِلِينَ. As in, like, أعوذ بالله, you guys know what أعوذ بالله means, it's like, no, like God forbids, or like, I seek refuge with Allah. To be one of these arrogant people who would, it's peak ignorance to make fun of religion, right? This is something that Moses, denied immediately. He said, no, I wouldn't be someone who would joke around and make fun, of something as serious as a religion, and especially a command from God himself, right? So the problem was even after this, right? Even after Moses told them that he's not joking, he's not, mocking anyone, like he's not doing these things, like this is actually real, they still did something else that humans always do. And the saying, curiosity killed the cat? Well, this is something worse than curiosity. And it's basically them being greedy for something they shouldn't be greedy for. I'll explain. They said to Moses, even though it was clear, it was a very simple order from God, passed down by Prophet Moses, to slaughter a cow. That's it. Just slaughter a cow. Nothing more, nothing less. They asked, pray for us to your Lord, to Allah, to God, that he makes it clear to us what sort of a cow, are we slaughtering, right? No, it's not being lazy. They're being greedy. If you're gonna make it, you can't put lazy in front, because they are asking for specifics. They're letting their greed take over. If you're a lazy person, if someone tells you, give me a cup of water, then you're gonna go give them a cup of water and that's it. You wouldn't ask them, what kind of water do you want? Right? Because that's what they did. They said, what kind of water? Right? And unlike what kind of water, this question which creates options and stuff and kind of makes it harder for you to give the water, the reason they asked what kind of cow, or like what sort of cow, is because they wanted to see, they wanted to see if there isn't like some sort of magic, if there's some sort of, okay, magic is a bad word to use, but if there's some sort of mystery of a miracle that might happen. They were just being greedy, right? It's something that I can hardly explain. It's something beyond curiosity and close to greed and pure stupidity, I guess. But this is something that we do a lot, trust me. So, قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي. Right? They asked him to ask Allah, ask God, and pray and let God tell us what kind of a cow, right, it is. And Moses answered them, right, saying, Allah says, right, that she should be a cow, neither too old nor too young, in the middle age. Now, do what you are being asked to do. Right? It's very simple. Now, at first, it was a simple order. Go slaughter a cow. That's it. But after they first, they were like, are you making fun of us? No, I'm not making fun. No, I'm not ignorant. I wouldn't make fun of these things. He replied to them. Then they were like, what kind of cow? Why would you ask what kind of cow? It's like you're wasting time. You're asking dumb questions, literally, for no reason. And that's something people do. Don't tell me, no, we don't. No. People do that. Not specifically them. They did something even worse, yes, but this is something people do naturally, right? So the reply from Moses is what? قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا فارض ولا بكر عوان بين ذلك فافعلوا ما تؤمرون. Right? He specified a little bit. It's a cow that isn't too old or isn't too young, in middle age. So do what you've been asked to do. The ayah ended with do what you asked. Like, this is God telling them to just do it. And no, I'm not referring to that stupid meme, right? To do what you're being asked to do instead of asking more and more questions. So what happens, right? Instead of actually doing what they should, do, they thought it was funny to ask even again, saying, ask your Lord again, what color that cow it is. When you think about it, their questions are so beyond ridiculous. If someone asks you to slaughter a cow, would you really ask what color that cow is? Like, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? This is why I find it hard to find the words to explain their stupidity, right? Why are they asking these questions? It's something beyond curiosity and mockery or some sort of greed to see what's asking questions will lead to, right? And they asked, what color is that cow? Right? قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما لونها. Moses replied after asking God, or what color is the cow. So Allah says, قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة صفراء فاقع لونها تسر الناظرين. Right? He replied to them, Moses, he said, God says she should be a yellow cow. Right? Rich yellow, like so yellow, in fact, that everyone who would look, it would please people who look at, this cow. Of course, now, it used to be a simple order, right? But now, it's getting more and more specific and harder to find. Where are they going to find a yellow cow, right? But that didn't stop them. Sadly, that didn't stop them. They asked again. Once again, they asked for the third time. قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي. Right? إن البقرة شابه علينا وإنا إن شاء الله لمهتدون. So what they say here is beyond me, man. Every time I look at this ayah, I'm like, wow, they really kept going after the yellow. And they say, ask your God, pray for your God. And it pains me that they always said your God to Moses, even though they're supposed to be worshiping the same God. It's your God as well. Our God, right? Our. There's no your here. This is the God of all of us. We're all under God. There's one God, we're all under him, right? And they said, ask your God to make it clear for us, again, the same thing they asked before, what sort of a cow she should be, right? The cows made us confused, right? Like, I don't know, like what confused them really? I might need to look up like deeper and like, were they trolling? Like, I don't get it, man. Well, anyways, it's fine. Get mad at them. They're gonna have a really nice ending. The story has a really nice ending. So, and then they end. The ayah ends with "Inna inshallah lamuhtadun," which means, inshallah, if Allah wills, we will certainly take the right course. We will be like rightly guided. We will find hidayah, right? Honestly, the more I read this ayah, I feel like they're being sarcastic and they're just wasting Prophet Moses' time, pretending to to listen to him. But well, they got themselves in trouble once they asked the third time, because in the third time, after they asked that, what happens was, قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا ذلول تثير الأرض ولا تسقي الحرث. Which means, Moses replied to them again, that cow, God says that cow should be a cow that is not, tractable, right? Like that she doesn't, how sheep need a shepherd to feed them and stuff. No, that specific cow can drink water on its own and like eat on its own, and does everything on its own. And musallamatun la shiyata fiha, which is like what does musallama again? I think musallamatun la shiyata fiha, which means it's whole without marks, as in like it's completely yellow. You know how some cows you can see in cats as well, like a white cat but with brown dots on it, or like circles of brown fur, right? You know how there's some marks of a different color? No, this one was completely yellow with no marks of any kind. Right? This is how I understand it, I think. Right? So, dependent cow that needs no man, lol. قالوا الآن جئت بالحق, which means now. They said, now you came up with the right description. Oh man, how naive. So when they were satisfied finally, they were like, oh, now this is the greatest description we ever heard. What happens? Does anyone know what actually happens after that? I need to see if anyone knows that. Does anyone know? No? No one? Okay. Anyways, so they have a hard time finding. No. It wasn't a hard time finding the cow. It was even better. The owner of that specific cow. Do you know when they wanted to buy the cow off the owner, they found the cow, but it's funnier. They had the best ending they could have. It's because when they found the cow, their owner said, I'm only gonna sell it with its weight in gold. Did you hear me? I'll say it again. Weight in gold. Do you know what it means to buy a cow in its weight in gold? Let me do a quick search. How much can a cow weigh? Okay? A cow can weigh around 1,500 pounds. Okay? How much is 1,500 pounds gold in dollars? 1,500 pounds is in gold. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so much money. I'm saying, I need to make sure this calculation is correct. Pound. I need to give you the exact same amount of money that costed them. So in kilograms, let's talk about kilograms. In kilograms, around 750 kilograms, right? 750 kilograms is how much a cow weighs. And let's remember that this was back in Moses' times. And in Moses' times, humans were a lot bigger than a lot bigger. Not I don't know how big exactly, but you know, we humans have been getting shorter and shorter and smaller in size as years went on. And as humans were bigger, so were animals. And let's just say, for the sake of it, now, okay, I want to increase. 750, just like a regular cow you can find anywhere. For 750, full gold price would be, in today modern standards, oh wow. The number's too big. I need to actually read it. This is okay. The number is way too big. 45 billion US dollars. So what currency do you guys use? So I can use it in your currency. Indonesian. What's the Indonesian currency? Indonesian rupiah. Okay. In Indonesian rupiah, that is 650 billion Indonesian rupiah for one cow, right? and well, the story ends in a nice way, because the ayah says فَذَبَحُوهَا وَمَا كَادُوا يَفْعَلُونَ, which means, and they did slaughter it. That means they did buy it. وَمَا كَادُوا يَفْعَلُونَ means they almost did it. They spent so much money on that on that cow. And Ibn Kathir, right, the person, scholar who wrote Al-Bidayah wal-Nihaya, the beginning and the ending, the books that describe the beginning of the world and the ending of the world, very, very huge book, talks about how, this story shows how stubborn, that's the word I was looking for, how stubborn they were, the children of Israel, the follower of Moses, who asked unnecessary questions to the Prophet instead of, readily following commands from God. If they slaughtered a cow, any cow, it would have been fine. If they slaughtered any cow, they wouldn't have to pay 650 billion rupiah for one cow, right? That's a great point. I think it's not billion even. I think I don't know how to count. But there was a lot of zeros. And that's a great price. It's only $6.99. That's a great price. Nice cheeseburger, man. That's nice reference. The cow can do this. How much in USD? In USD, it's 60 billion. 60 billion cow. 60 billion cow. 60 billion US dollars. Bill Gates could buy that cow? One second. How much is Bill Gates' net worth? Oh yeah, he could. It will only cost him half his money. For one cow, he would lose half the money he gathered his whole life. Half of it for one cow. Right? So, imagine if Bill Gates was back then. Prophet Moses tells him, slaughter a cow, any cow. And then he asks these unnecessary questions, keeps asking questions and questions and questions until it leads to that one particular cow that costs 60 billion US dollars, half of what he has. What a great thing to do. Definitely a great investment. So, this was the story, and the moral of the story, that sometimes يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تسألوا عن أشياء إن تبد لكم تسؤكم. This is also another ayah in the Quran. Do you know what this means? لا تسألوا عن أشياء إن تبد لكم تسؤكم means, oh believers, us, all of us here. If you're a Muslim, if you're not, if you believe in Allah, then that makes you a believer. If you believe in God, that makes you a believer. If you don't believe in God, then you're an atheist. But anyways, oh believers, do not ask for things that if you knew, it will, be bad for you. Literally, sometimes it's better to not ask questions. Trust me. It's like, if I would make it into a very nice example that would work in like chat's range, because chat is that age, I think. Imagine yourself in the classroom, right? You're a high schooler, and the sensei almost said, the teacher says that, you don't have homework today. And before the teacher leaves, he said, you don't have homework today. One of the annoying nerds in the class says, why? Why don't we have homework today? We're going to have a test soon. Don't you think we should have homework? So the teacher gives you homework. So, do you see what I'm trying to say? Sometimes it's better not to ask anything. If he shut his mouth and didn't say anything, you guys would have gotten no homework. But since he tried to ask, he's like, why are we not getting homework? Why now? No. There's always that one guy, right? That's why you're going to get the homework. So, you shouldn't ask some questions. Sometimes, they say if talking was from silver, then silence is from gold. I feel bad as a nerd. No. Being a nerd is fine. Just sometimes don't ask questions. Some nerds don't ask these questions. They just stay quiet and take the day off, the no homework day for free, right? Puffer fish, hello. Top text, bottom text, puffer fish. Okay, sorry. Anyways, yeah. So this is actually something to live by. Trust me, it will help you so much in life. Especially if you're still in school. Try to teach those around you to not ask unnecessary questions. Right? Sometimes you shouldn't ask about something. Just do what's being asked from you, and that's it. It's like that one guy who would get an assignment to do something and then ask, wait, what about the basement? And he's like, oh, all right, yeah, the basement, I forgot. Go clean the basement as well. You were only going to clean the yard, but because you asked what about the basement, you're going to clean the basement as well. You happy? Get wrecked. All right? Every nerd subscribed to Ameka is a cool nerd. Well, so the thing is, anyone who subscribed to me is probably just a lonely guy, and loners are cool by nature. You know, in anime, that loner, you know, Hachiman, Hikigaya Hachiman, they're cool, right? They do cool stuff, so you guys have nothing better to do in life. That's why you watch me. But wait, 1 second, this is a Friday stream. Okay, this applies only to the people who watch me in other streams. Friday stream, it's fine. But you what, mate? Anyways, yeah, they're so me. It do. Yes, 6 days in Shawwal, or yes, in the 10th month is always good. Do that. All right. Anyways, except I am religious. Ooh, wow. I have melted sugar right next to me. I don't know how effective. You think I should drink like little liquid melted sugar? I don't know why I have this next to me, but anyways, we said we were gonna read. We already read the Baqarah, so done. Oops. Oh my God! Keyboards, please. Done. No sugar, go warm water? No. So, what next we said? We said Luqman, right? Luqman. Did we say Luqman? No, we said Al-Furqan, right? Very, very similar, but Al-Furqan. We said Al-Furqan. Probably gonna end the stream after this, but let's see. We said Ar-Rahman last one. I'll see if I can do Ar-Rahman. I've done Ar-Rahman so many times. I know I said I'm not gonna complain about, surahs that I don't stream a lot, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't read Al-Furqan in a while though. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay, before I start, no. Okay? You cannot have duets in Quran, right? I don't know if you can read English or not, but when the Quran is being recited, you should listen, right? You shouldn't recite Quran and then someone else is also reciting Quran right next to you. One of you should listen while the other recites, right? وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا. وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا. Oh my God, the typo. Yes, the typo is very important. Wow. Here you go. Is your OCD not acting up anymore? Are you feeling better now? Fix the typo. Are you guys happy now? Oh my God, typo! Oh my God! I mean, who cares, man? Anyways, you can't have duets in Quran. We can recite in turn. You finish, then I recite. Sure. Just like I've done that a lot. You recite some, 10 ayat, then the next person does 10, while the other one rests, and it goes on like that. But you don't recite at the same time. Okay? You don't istafit. What's that? Istafit? I don't know what that means. But anyways, I hope you got what I mean. The word duet is for singing. Recitation is not singing. You don't sing. You're reciting the Quran. This is something completely different. It's very holy. You don't it's like, okay, the best example I can give you. Quran is the words of Allah, which means when someone is reciting Quran, they're repeating what Allah is saying, right? And is it really appropriate when words, if I'm talking, if someone talks over me, do you call that a duet or do you call that disrespect? If I'm talking but someone else is also talking at the same time with me, no one will understand. And no, that's not a duet, that's just disrespect, right? And because of that, since Quran is not a song, God forbid even someone compares it, and just because it's the words of God, you respect the words of God. When the words of God are being recited, you listen. You don't actually do a duet. I understand. Thank you for understanding. Quran together, that's different. That is teaching. Education is very different. In education, when you're teaching something, it's very different from trying to, quote unquote, say duet, to do it for entertainment. Thinking that you are trying to sound better when, we're doing it together, we're singing. No. Duet is a way of you comparing Quran to a song. Please graduate? Okay. You don't gain anything though? What? Oh, VTuber Tingo, is this the real VTuber Tinguko, from the Clipper that does wow. That has like 100 subscribers. Used to do a lot of Subaru clips. But if you're gonna keep saying please graduate, that makes me think of two things. One, this is a troll that uses your name that wants to make people think that VTube Tingiku is Islamophobic and is very what am I gonna say? Well, I don't know, toxic, I guess. Just coming into a stream for someone and then asking someone to graduate. Two, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, because if this was the real Tingaku, then I lost a lot of respect. Alright? You don't really come into someone's stream and ask them to graduate. Lol? That's funny. You don't go and gain anything though. What is this man talking about? I'm not trying to gain anything. Think I'm doing this for money or anything? Nope, I am not. I doubt they're the real. I think you can think. Lol. No, let me see. I don't think that's the real one either. I mean, VTuber Tingaku always been one of the nice. I believe was one of the nice clippers. Doesn't promote himself. Doesn't translate wrong. Doesn't post lewd stuff on his community posts just to like attract people. So it would be hard to imagine that VTube Tingaku is actually coming here just telling me to graduate. Tingaku. Damn. But then again, if you think about it, that's not a real account. No, it probably isn't a real account. That's the first thing I thought. I don't think it's a real account. So relax, chat, relax. I don't think that's a real account. If it's a real account, well, I could easily, well, not easily, I don't think I could talk to VTuber Tingoku, but I might go check out if he has a Twitter or something. Yeah, he does. And I know VTuber Tingo is like United States. His location is the United States. Don't graduate, please. Lol. Okay, chill. I never said anything about graduating. If I ever stop, I've said that before. If I ever stop, then that probably means I am either too sick or what? Yeah, I don't understand. I'll check Twitter and see later. But anyways, if one day you see that I'm not uploading, Twitter is dead, everything is dead, I'm either too sick to be on these places, or I just died. I'm not planning on graduating unless I become homeless or something and I can't stream anymore. Then yeah, graduate, you'll get more attention. The video will jumping up will become phenomenon. Or went to a place with a honey river. What? Oh, never mind. Can't. Should I tweet that anyways to see? Already reported? No, don't report. Well, I guess report this account in here. I guess that's fine, but not the real one. The real one could have nothing to do with this. So I'm just gonna. Let me just, while I have time, before I forget, I always forget these things, I'm just gonna tweet out this thing. So the real one could catch attention. Okay. VTuber Tengoku. VTube 10. Okay. I hope this is a fake account trying to, and that you're not going into. Am I a small VTuber? Should I say small VTubers? I'm just into VTuber independent there. Into independent VTuber streams telling them to graduate. I hope this is a fake account and that you're not going into independent VTuber streams telling them to graduate. Then Nani is the also chat, don't go around sending hate or anything. I'm just tweeting this to confirm, since I don't believe the real Tengoku would do something, especially since he likes Subaru so much. I mean, that would relate to something like that. I only tweeted since I have no other way of reaching them. DMs are closed. All right, let's go. Okay, I forgot I'm on stream. Oops. Baker should be spanked, lol. Cancelled? No, I don't think anyone would cancel you for hating Muslims, though. I mean, that's what the cool kids do. The cool kids make Allahu Akbar and then joke about Islam, you know, being full of terrorists. That's what all the cool kids do, you know, the KKK, all the cool kids club. That's what they do all day. They make Allahu Akbar jokes and they say Habibi, hey, Habibi. Isn't the real account has tools icon right next to their name? No, that's when I give them mod, and I haven't given anyone mod. So that's not a way to know if it's the real account. The thing why I actually was surprised for a bit is because this isn't, if it was probably, let's say Quranic. Quranic has a lot of people who use her name, right? Inugame Quranic. we even have a Muslim in chat who comes here often named Inugami Kurone. Like, if someone is super famous, it's obvious that you would have a lot of people naming their YouTube accounts after them, right? But this is a Clipper channel. A Clipper channel shouldn't have someone trying to ruin their reputation or like take their name. So even though I'm still telling myself that's not the real one, because that is some sad thing to say. I guess one thing in mind I could say, they could be some very very highly Islamophobic people, and maybe the people behind VTuber Tingoku, they are usually nice to everyone, but they specifically hate Muslims very much. Probably because they think that Muslims are terrorists or something. And once they saw the stream recommended to them, he just went in and said that and left. So yeah. A lot of mixed feelings, honestly, because yeah. I was happy for a bit, oh my god, VTuber Tingoku in my chat. That's huge. I know I'm famous now. But then, the next thing you check is, he's telling you to graduate. But too bad they're just scared, which is wrong. I mean, the way the words were phrased was also really weird. Maybe it could have been something different, because Clippers are usually people who speak both Japanese and English, right? And a lot of Clippers or people who clip Hololive are actually from Indonesia. That's something I noticed. I don't know why. Even though some of them don't actually speak Japanese, they hire other people to translate for them. So there is a chance, or you could think that he is Indonesian and he's a Muslim, but he thinks that I'm doing this for profit, and I'm milking everyone's money by pretending that I'm a Muslim, and then he's saying graduate, you don't gain anything from it, right? He's telling me that I don't gain anything from trying to use religion to gain money. I've seen a lot of comments like that before, and I'm not joking. Some people actually genuinely think that I'm a VTuber for money, and I'm using Islam. Oh shit! I almost knocked my microphone over. And I'm using Islam to gain money, which is very apparent, of course, by my membership. Remember to join my membership, and super chat. Remember to send me $100 super chat every single day. That's how I milk you guys your money all the time. What a bite timing! I wasn't lecturing you. I was just telling you that. I was saying in general, explaining the difference in between the duet and learning. If a bunch of kids, if you want to teach like 20 kids how to read Quran, of course you're gonna have them all recited together in harmony, right? Because this is education, and you need them to learn. And of course, it's much more efficient to make them all recite together, rather than every single one of them alone. But the thing I said, no, it's wrong and rude, is to compare the recitation to a song and say, let's have a duet. That's wrong, because I'm not teaching you here. If one day I'll have a bunch of you in VC, or not VC, in real life, I'll have like 20 of you in front of me, and I'll be reading and have you repeat after me. Yeah, you can read together, but that's just for the sake of education, for learning. You're not doing it to disrespect the words of God, right? Of Allah. I use both Allah and God simultaneously a lot to remind everyone who's watching me that they are the same thing, right? The same God is Allah and Allah is God. A lot of people, especially Christians, are like, oh my God, I can't believe they worship Allah. I don't even know who Allah is. Allah is God. It's just, you're saying it in Arabic, okay? It's different wording, different word for it. Kami-sama, right? Kami-sama, arigato, arigato, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, kami-sama. Kami-sama. Oh look, you might also like Osekkai. I would like Osekkai. I wish Osekkai doesn't hate me or say anything. I wish he wouldn't tell me to graduate. I would cry. Alright, let's go back to reading. Actually, this made me want to go pee. We're back. We're back. We're back. You can use the membership for charity? No. That's not how it works. If you, well, for me, that's not how it works. If you want charity, so you simp, yes, same as me. So say no ko tastano gitsiki. I did VTuber ano, hashimasi say this. Say chanwa kyamakoi. If you wanna do charity, go do it yourself. It's better in Islam. It's better for you to do it yourself, and it's better to do it without telling anyone. When I do charity stuff, charity stream or charity membership, everyone would only do charity for the sake of showing off, for the sake of, hey, look, I'm doing charity. Wee, look at me, I'm so cool. And even if you say, no, in membership, no one will know. Everyone will join the membership. Well, 30% of the money that goes to quote-unquote charity will be taken by YouTube. So what's better? Giving all your money to charity or letting greedy YouTube can take like 30% of it every single time you pay money? That accumulates, by the way. Let's say the membership is $1. 30% of that $1 will keep being taken from you every single month, going to YouTube. So yeah, not. Oh my God, Kimok, I read your name in a very, very wrong way. Thank God it's not what I think it is. Thank God, man. Blessed. Anyways, bear back. I'll go pee. Bear back. Wait, I'll do the thing so people know I'm not here. You know that thing when I do the thing? Bear back. Bear back. Look at me. I'm like a VTuber. I actually walk out of the screen. Ha ha ha. So I won't stare at your soul. Chira. Look, I'll wink to you. So hard to wink. Bye. Bye. Okay. I need to pee. Bear back. No, I'm back. Look, I'm jumping. Look, I'm so VTuber. I jump around, walk around. It's actually a lot of fun. I should do this more often. Anyways, we're back. Let's go back to reading. Let's forget what happened. The hat is sus for flying. It's a good hat. I don't know. Is it even called hat? Come back. Thank you. All right, let's read. He's so fast he'll leave the hat. That's actually very clever. The hat wasn't flying, chat. I was so quick. I went back. Pete came back so quickly that the hat didn't have time to fall down. It was just the speed. I want to summon the speed lord. All right. Why didn't we have? So, I already said it. I slept throughout the whole, last Friday I slept the whole day. The entirety, the 24 hours of Friday, I've slept throughout of it. By the time I woke up, Friday was done. I was like, okay. Like, I know I was sick, but 24 hours of sleep, that was kind of it. Ameka Zawardu confirmed? Nah. I don't stop time. I'm King of Crimson. I just skipped it. I went, peed, and came back. I mean, King Crimson is basically just lag. If you want to think of his ability, it's basically lag, man. I lagged. I went and came back, and I lagged so hard you think I teleported back and forth. The hat didn't look down, that's the reason why it floats. Yikes, that Roadrunner joke. Beep beep. You guys remember beep beep? Roadrunner? I like Roadrunner. As long as you don't look down, you don't fall down. Amazing and cartoon logic. One day I'll be as big a VTuber as you. Hope so, yeah. I mean, I'm not really big. I mean, how many people are in the chat? I haven't checked. I used to check all the time and like get hurt by it. Oh my god, only 3 people. Now I stopped. The more you care about these things, the more you suffer anyways. So just do your thing. People will come to you if you're interested, or like if they like what you do. There's always some people who like the stuff that you do, even if you're a Muslim in a world where Islamophobia is a thing and people will tell you to graduate. And yes, I'm gonna keep bringing it up because I'm hurt. Like if it was one of the Clippers that I hated, that would have been funny and I've roasted his ass. But I really like it, or maybe liked is the better word. Like I like his translation style. I like how pain. I'm living in pain, chat. It's fine. I read Quran now. I'm good. I good now. What if, chat? This is a controversy, but the time when VTuber Tengoku started rising in numbers and became popular was after what's their name? A bit after what's their name? Hololive moments were gone, I think, right? And it's that means which means that it's VTuber Tengoku is actually Hololive moments in disguise, and that explains why he's so hateful. And like, don't worry, bud, you have Allah by your side. We all have Allah by our side, alhamdulillah. That's why I'm not worried about these things. Honestly, if there's anything I'm worried about is let's go! Chat! Someone clip this. We've been asked the greatest question of all time. Red King ZZZ. He asked me, where are you from? Listen, I'll tell you where I'm from. I'll just say it in Japanese, okay? Mukashi. Sorewa aru. He got distracted. I didn't get distracted. Wait, did I get distracted? Chat, stop distracting me. We're supposed to read. What is wrong with you guys? Seriously. But yeah, I'm from Pecolando. No, Rattolando. I almost exposed myself that I'm copying Pecora. But yeah, I'm from Ratland, the place where all rats live in harmony. Welcome to Ratland. Wait, is Mutsara in here? Oh, Mutsara. Furqan right now. Yes. I'll start it now. I'm sorry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me. Don't tell me to graduate, please. Please, I'm begging you. Don't tell me to graduate, man. Please. Okay. Jokes. Enough jokes. We had enough jokes. Okay, we'll do Furqan, then Rahman, then end the stream. All right, let's get back to it. Relax, chat. Remember to, not chat during the recitation, please. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي نزل الفرقان على عبده ليكون للعالمين نذيرا الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض ولم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك وخلق كل شيء فقدره تقديرا واتخذوا من دونه آلهة لا يخلقون شيئا وهم يخلقون ولا يملكون لأنفسهم ضرا ولا نفعا ولا يملكون موتا ولا حياة ولا نشورا وقال الذين كفروا إن هذا إلا إفك افتراه وأعانه عليه قوم آخرون فقد جاءوا ظلما وزورا وقالوا أساطير الأولين اكتتبها فهي تملى عليه بكرة وأصيلا قل أنزله الذي يعلم السر في السماوات والأرض إنه كان غفورا رحيما وقالوا ما لهذا الرسول يأكل الطعام ويمشي في الأسواق لولا أنزل إليه ملك فيكون معه نذيرا أو يلقى إليه كنز أو تكون له جنة يأكل منها أو تكون له جنة يأكل منها وقال الظالمون إن تتبعون إلا رجلا مسحورا انظر كيف ضربوا لك الأمثال فضلوا فلا يستطيعون سبيلا تبارك الذي إن شاء جعل لك خيرا من ذلك جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار ويجعل لك قصورا بل كذبوا بالساعة وأعتدنا لمن كذب بالساعة سعيرا إذا رأتهم من مكان بعيد سمعوا لها تغيظا وزفيرا وإذا ألقوا منها مكانا ضيقا مقرنين دعوا هنالك ثبورا لا تدعوا اليوم ثبورا واحدا وادعوا ثبورا كثيرا قل أذلك خير أم جنة الخلد التي وعد المتقون كانت لهم جزاء ومصيرا لهم فيها ما يشاءون خالدين كان على ربك وعدا مسئولا ويوم يحشرهم وما يعبدون من دون الله فيقول أأنتم أضللتم عبادي هؤلاء أم هم ضلوا السبيل قالوا سبحانك ما كان ينبغي لنا أن نتخذ من دونك من أولياء ولكن متعتهم وآباءهم حتى نسوا الذكر وكانوا قوما بورا فقد كذبوكم بما تقولون فما تستطيعون صرفا ولا نصرا ومن يظلم منكم نذقه عذابا كبيرا وما أرسلنا قبلك من المرسلين إلا إنهم ليأكلون الطعام ويمشون في الأسواق وجعلنا بعضكم لبعض فتنة أتصبرون وكان ربك بصيرا. Okay, let's stop here for Furqan. It is a little long, so stop here so my throat can handle Al-Rahman as well. He's going through 5 stages of grief after being told to graduate. Not really. I mean, I know how to deal with hate. Think about it this way. You really can't. You can't affect me. Your hate is too weak. You're weak, Sasuke. You're weak. You're too weak. Okay? The reason being that I hate myself more than any of you can ever hate me. Therefore, I am simply too powerful. You cannot do anything to me. Too strong. Too strong. I have the Mangekyo Sharingan from how much I hate myself. Well, I used to hate myself a lot. Maybe I hate myself a little bit less nowadays, but still, beyond your imagination. Yes, I'm edgy, just like you guys. Very, very edgy. I hate myself. The amount of edginess that we all have. Incredible. Fortunately, we can't backseat the recited Quran. I mean, you technically can. The only way you can quote-unquote backseat Quran, well, you can't backseat, but you can help out if you do have the surah memorized, or if you can actually read Quran, you can open the Quran. And then some people did that in the past. I mean, this is the 21st. Oh wow, we did this 21st Quran stream. We've been doing this for a while, I guess. That means we've been together for 21 weeks, more than 21 weeks. And in the past, I remember people who would, spot mistakes, which is normal. I mean, my memory is not, the strongest. I forget. I make mistakes, and if you spot the mistake and tell me about it, I'll really appreciate it. Some people do that, so it's not backseating. It's more of support. So yeah, you can support during recitation, but backseat is a very weird word. Sasuke. Suddenly Sasuke. When I think of too weak, I always remember Sasuke being choked by Itachi, Just telling him, "Omae wa yowai. Nikishimi ga tarinai. Mangekyo Sharingan." Right? Remember the Nikishimi chant. Rahman next. Yes. Rahman next. I'm just giving my throat a bit of cool down time. I am out of water. I'm out of water. You lack hatred, Sasuke. Chat, I need to know how to make sus a banned word so people would get instantly banned by saying sus. And that would be the funniest thing I've ever done on this channel, honestly. You not read Quran enough, Sasuke. Oh, true. Alright, anyways, let's go back to it. Rahman. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس فلا تنتصران فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس فلا تنتصران فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيومئذ لا يسأل عن ذنبه إنس ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يعرف المجرمون بسيماهم فيؤخذ بالنواصي والأقدام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان هذه جهنم التي يكذب بها المجرمون يطوفون بينها وبين حميم آن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان ولمن خاف مقام ربه جنتان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان ذواتا أفنان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما عينان تجريان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان متكئين على فرش بطائنها من استبرق وجنى الجنتين دان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان هل جزاء الإحسان إلا الإحسان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان ومن دونهما جنتان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مدهامتان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما عينان نضاختان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما فاكهة ونخل ورمان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهن خيرات حسان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان حور مقصورات في الخيام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان متكئين على رفرف خضر وعبقري حسان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان تبارك اسم ربك ذي الجلال والإكرام. الحمد لله. Wow, it's been 2 hours. Haven't had a Friday stream that is 2 hours long in a while. But then again, I guess most of it is thanks to VTuber Tengoku telling me, well, it could have been not him, but you know, it could have been him. But being told that, you know, you have to graduate. Okay, I'll stop making that joke. It's too funny to me, though. Or maybe it's not funny. Maybe I am hurt. That's why I keep talking about it. What's the translation say? I thought he was translating the whole thing, but that's definitely to pick up that you didn't do it last week. True. That's fair enough. Well, that's not the point. I was trying to say that I'm weak. I'm not as good as I was in the beginning. I've been weak lately. Sasuke. I've been too Sasuke lately. Ow. My back hurts. Ooh. Are you still sick? I don't know. I shouldn't be. But it is the Oxford vaccine, so who knows what happens. I've been walking around normally. I've been leaving the house and everything, but sometimes I get a strong headache and like some strong pain comes down on me, so I have to take painkillers, but I've been fine. I guess I might have to train my throat back to its prime. I managed to stream for 2 hours, no problem. Ooh. Well, lives in Not gonna lie, this is my favorite surah. A lot of people love Rahman. It is very easy and but Ameka, I don't want wives in heaven. It's gross. What? What are you talking about? Hur al-Ain is how am I going to explain this? Al-Hur al-Ain are not exactly wives. They are because a rat crawled behind my neck. Listen, so the thing is, you know how rich people have maids and butlers in their houses, like so many maids and butlers. It's very similar to that. It's like having very, very, very extremely beautiful maids. That's why there's a lot of things that we don't know about heaven, of course, but it is said that if two married couples die married and like they had a nice marriage, they're both Muslim and everything, they're both in heaven. Your wife, or that wife of yours, will be you will be more beautiful than any maid or than any whore. And the thing is, the quote unquote the virgins, they always refer to them when they make fun of Islam. Oh, you get 70 virgins and everything. These hur they're so beautiful in fact that no one can even imagine how beautiful they are, right? And your wife, when we go in heaven, we go to heaven with our spiritual bodies, not physical ones. The physical body is left behind and it goes away. And it is said that people who go to heaven, their special, like their true bodies, their souls, they're so beautiful. They don't look anything like what they used to look in dunya. So fellow ugly men, it's okay. Only now. We're only ugly right now. But even if you think that you're ugly, someone out there thinks that you're cute, because that's how Allah created life. God created us in such a way that we have different tastes and we have different goddess. No, they're not goddess. The word goddess is a wrong word, by the way, because goddess implies that they are equal to a god or in a similar position, and that's wrong. Goddess do not exist. There is no such thing as a goddess or different gods or anything like that. There's only one God. Okay? And what was I saying? We're created in such a way that taste is very different. We have different tastes. Some people might think my model is cute. Some people might think I look like Razor from Genshin Impact, and these people I want to punch you in the face. But in the end, people, can I get Sagiri in heaven? There's a amount of trolling that I can tolerate, and there's another amount of trolling that I really want to ban you on the spot. But the thing is, you can have whatever you want in heaven. But the thing is, in heaven, if you enter heaven, if it is a big if, by the way, especially for pedophiles, if you enter heaven, none of your fucked up, I don't want to say the word fucked up, extremely irregular mental illnesses remain with you. The mental illness that is called pedophilia, yes, it is a mental illness, yes, okay, yes, such as, same thing for a bunch of other things that people are trying to normalize, and they're like, no, it's not a mental illness, I was born that way, I chose to be minor attracted. Shut the fuck up. There's no such thing as minor attracted. You're ill, my dude. You're ill. If you like children, you're ill. I get even angrier about this now that I have a niece that is 3-year-old. It makes me scared of what might happen to her if like some fucked up guy just shows up. It's like, oh, I'm attracted to minors. Disgusting. Anyways, in heaven, none of these things pertain to you. You get cleansed once you enter heaven, and that's why. Is this kind of spoilers? No, not really. These are one of the things that we know to make sure that no idiot will think, I'm gonna be a good guy so I can go to heaven and have all the little girls, and then SBI can't catch me. I'll have all the little girls for myself. And Shagiri and all the Timo and Tristana from League of Legends. Anyways, that doesn't happen. If you're a resident of heaven, none of these get carried over with you. These things stay with these things stay where they belong, in the dirt. And in heaven, none of these things exist. Okay? Can you even go to heaven with this sort of goals? I doubt there will. Well, the thing is, we don't decide who to go to heaven, right? The thing that you should never ever do is to say who goes to heaven and who doesn't, right? Only God decides, no one else. And I've talked about stories where people try to say this is a kafir, this the person is not going to heaven, is really wrong, right? God can simply say, oh, you said this guy won't go to heaven? Well, joke's on you. He will go to heaven, but you won't, because you tried to act like you're God, and you tried to think that you have the authority to decide who goes to heaven and who doesn't. It is a grave mistake to try and say someone isn't going to heaven or is going to heaven. You don't decide these things ever. It could be someone so sick. It could have been someone who had, like, I know this might sound crazy, but it could have been someone who did commit child rape, right? And did atrocious things. But you never know if they repented and if they realized that they're mentally ill, and then if they, did change their ways. You never know these things. And that's why you can't, even if, no matter how horrible someone is, you can't judge them. You can't say they should go to hell. You can't say that in Islam. This is 100% prohibited, right? That's why you should always, remember that we never know what's inside people's hearts. And to go on that, because of that, even if someone is mentally ill and the things that they do, and they're like joking and going around, right? You don't know if they're actually genuinely faithful and they pray every day, and they do their prayers, and they fast in Ramadan. Allah will look at these things that you never knew about, and then it's up to Him to let them in heaven or Jannah. But yeah, of course, if you have a lot of screwed up things, you might take a. We've talked about this before. I don't like repeating it, but we talked about how good deeds cleanse these bad things. In the day of judgment, you'll be cleansed of these things. The more good deeds you have accumulated, all the fucked up things that you've done will be cleansed away by your good deeds, right? And then you can enter heaven. Because you cannot enter heaven with any, not even a little bit of bad in you. They must be cleansed first. And if you don't have good deeds to cleanse, refer to the last time. What's wrong with Sudoku? Well, simply, the life that you are given is not yours. يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية. This life, this soul that you were given, I say it again, given, isn't yours. All right? It goes back to Allah. It goes back to God. Meaning, it's like you what do? You find a bunch of villagers in Minecraft, right? You find a bunch of villages in Minecraft, and you breed them, and then you create a mini villager. If that mini villager commits Sudoku, and killed himself, then you would be mad at him, right? Because you're the one who created that mini villager. Weren't you mad at him? You're the one who created him, so you can do some, villager Minecraft experiments, trading stuff. I don't know what you guys do in Minecraft, but for a purpose. You created him for a purpose. You want something from him, right? And Allah created all humans for a purpose. To worship Him. He doesn't need us. Nothing. He won't lose anything if we don't worship Him. But at the same time, I think they meant seppuku. It's the same thing. People say Sudoku as a joking way of saying seppuku. Anyways, so the idea is that if you take your own life away, then you've basically betrayed that that one thing that Allah said, that when He prohibited and completely said you don't get to kill yourself and take away the life that I've given you, especially since life is basically a test, and those who go for suicide, it's basically the coward's way out. You're too tired of life. Life is cruel. I'm tired of life. Blah blah blah. Edgy stuff. We're all tired of life. I've been through that. I wanted to kill myself as well, even though I am a Muslim, and I know exactly, that it's not the best thing. But sometimes it gets to a point where you don't care if you're gonna go to hell completely, right? We get very depressed. We're very fragile. That's what humans are. Humans are very fragile, easily broken. And once you do, you do kill yourself, that way you just abandon the test. That one test that decides if you go to heaven or you go to hell, you abandon the test. And if you leave a test in the middle of it, instead of completing it, well, that's an F grade. And you know what an F grade means in the test of life. That's the nicest way to say it. I always made fun of people who would say, hey, when I kill myself. I always thought that it was beyond stupid, and that they are genuinely just snowflakes, and they should be slapped on the face a couple of times until they wake up. Until I went through actual depression, and I realized, wow, yikes, depression is real, yeah. I guess I kind of understand why people want to kill themselves, right? The approach of making fun of people who wants to kill themselves is wrong, and you only realize that when it's your turn. You would wish that someone is actually helping you instead of making fun of you. And it's gotten really dark, but we've talked about a lot of topics without actually finishing one important one that I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I heard in some hadith the maids in heaven are all lollies and shota. No, that's not how it is. Oh my god, that you don't know how to read properly, man. Gulman, the word gulam, right, or boya in Japanese, or butler, bellboy. Do you know what a bellboy is? A bellboy isn't an actual boy. He's not a shota boy. Should I show you on the screen what a picture of a bellboy is? A bellboy is a grown-ass man, but he is assigned the name boy because he is a butler. He works under, he carries your bags when you enter the hotel. That's why his position is called the bellboy, right? He's not an actual child, okay? But anyways, well, we talked for a long time. I'm getting exhausted, so that'll be it. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Let's see you guys in the next time. Also, Wild Beast, I've been confusing you with Miri Goro. Can you guys put on a profile picture so I won't think you're the same person? Damn. One is a W and the other is an M. So weird. Can't even tell the difference. Alright. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye bye. Ayaya. 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 Say ayaya enough times and I'll leave. See you. Hope I can be a see you. Oh, I remembered something. Oh, before I end the stream, chat, I was wondering, do you think we should make a stream where I sit in VC and you guys join in and then try to recite Quran and then I correct your recitation if it's wrong, teach you stuff? I never thought about it. Anyways, think about it, and if you think it's a good idea, then smash that like button. I'm joking. Don't do that. Cringe. Tell me on Twitter or anything. See you guys later. Bye bye.